Hey, what's going on, Freedomers? Happy listening. And there's this wonderful, wonderful app called the Anchor app where you would never in a million years think that you can do a um, you can do podcasts for free from your cell phone because you think that you need also equipment and you don't. All you need is your cell phone, Wi-Fi, and just persistence. And there you go, a podcast, and you can be like the legendary podcast you see on YouTube, etc., etc. So join now and download the Anchor app in your Play Store, and happy listening, and go create something great.
All right, hey, what's going on, Freedomers? Okay, um, so I just came across an idea, and this thought has let me call, "Why are you that important?" A couple years ago, I used to believe like a best friend, we need to talk every day, and I heard it over and over again. Real friends understand that we don't need to talk every day. Now, I don't believe we should be talking every 6 months. I think that's fucking ridiculous. I think if I talk to you every 6 months, you're not that important. But, but, and some people would even go to the furthest extent and say, yo, we talk once a year. That's a little far-fetched for me. But I've learned that I had to ask myself, why are you of such importance that we need to talk every single day? Like, I had to take into real consideration, like, why are you of such importance that I need to speak to you every day? I need to call you, text you. Why are you even if I'm pursuing you? Like, I'm gonna be a very busy guy. So if I'm learning about me and my self-worth, that you have to earn your position in my life, because I'm a guy of value and of substance. So I don't just give you access to me anymore because you're pretty and the more I study guys and some dating coaches and some image consultants, is like they have to earn it. Like, the more you just give it away for nothing, and I'm learning that as well in my life. The more you just give it away for nothing, and and the more you give it, especially with women, from what I've experienced, the more you give it away for nothing, the less they value it, because they haven't earned it. They haven't earned the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Even if you see in them what they don't see in them, but they have to earn that shit. That ain't some shit that's like, yeah, I'm gonna just give you my game for free, and you don't look for me the way I look, the way in that way. You know what I'm saying? So I had to pause myself and say, like, I was thinking about an old friend of mine. I was like, yo, when we was in college, and there's still like that to some extent, but when we was in college, we used to talk every day, multiple times a day. And now that we progressing as adults, it's like she has a life, I have a life, and if we don't talk I'm okay at some point we talking once a month. I'm okay we talking every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm not that important in your life, and you're not that important in mine. Like, in other words, here's what I mean by that. I'm not making any huge change in your life. I'm not making any significant, when I say significant, meaning like, I'm not keeping you accountable for your goals. I'm not making your life any easier. I'm not doing any of that. All I'm doing is all we are is associates. Like, sometimes I be feeling bad when I don't call, I think about her, or whatever the case may be, but I let it go, because I'm like, because as a person who's on his purpose, or not even on his purpose, I don't even want to say that, as a person who's on his mission, like, yeah, I like that a lot. As a person who's on a mission, Because I don't think I'm on I don't think I'm, the purpose will come. I think I have to develop into a certain person to be on purpose. Now, there are things that are purposely done, but right now I think I'm more on a mission. And I have to, and I'm doing training, etc., right? So as a person on a mission, I'm like, how does she help with my mission? And the answer is none. And as I say that out loud, I'm like, yo, so that means she's irrelevant. And it sounds so fucked up, but it is what it is, right? And it sounds retarded. You get what I mean? And like, if you're not somebody who I plan to help me in my mission, what the fuck are we doing together? Like, why the fuck do I want to associate with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Like, we just sitting here kissing on the phone and shit? I mean, like, you know what I used to think? I was like, yo, I used to talk to this Virgo, and she likes my status from time to time, and we used to talk every day. And then, but I was broke. I was in house sitting, etc., and you know what's crazy? Well, I used to sit in McDonald's because there was no Wi-Fi, etc., right? And I was sitting there I was thinking to myself, why am I talking to this woman at 8 o'clock in the morning like she's helping me getting closer to my goals? And one day I was going through something, and I realized she couldn't help me, and she was being overly masculine for whatever reason, whatever her reason was. And I cut her off because I was like, yo, I need to be nurtured. If I'm coming to you consoling you, I'm not saying you give me no money. I'm just talking about, yo, I need somebody who's gonna, nurture me a little bit. You feel me? And because she was being overly masculine, I cut her off. And I was like, nah, you good. Fuck that. I don't need that in my life. If I wanted a man, if I wanted an emotionally unavailable woman, I'd deal with that. I'm good. I don't need that. Right? So, I'm like, yo, if you're not helping with the mission, what we doing? And I'm starting to, when I say mission, now I'm trying to understand why the mental training is so important, because I'm on a mission. You feel me? And if I'm on a mission, I need to have the basics, at least my health in order. You feel me? And I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I need to have certain goalposts to fulfill the mission. You know what I'm saying? And or some real shit like, and I will say, I'm on my purpose. My purpose is Kiumba, the sixth principle of I'm on my purpose, but maybe which means to all your creative energy goes back to help the community, and you leave it better than you found it. And I'm on that. I ain't gonna hold you. Maybe I'm beating myself a little bit too much, beating at myself a little bit too much. But you feel me? Like, I be on some like, okay, cool. Like, you feel me? Like, what we need to talk every day for. And I actually need to get better at vetting people, because people weird in this world. You feel me? Like, people weird. Like, they will act like they're your friend and they not. People don't have all the best intentions. I actually need to be more thorough about vetting people, on why I talk to them, what I'm giving them value for. And I'm realizing that it's quite wasteful if you sit there and put your energy into things that you know is not getting you closer to the mission. Like for instance, some people, like, if I give them unsolicited advice, I could be putting that into my craft. I'll be putting that energy into teaching a class. I'll be putting that energy into developing a course or developing more content strategically, instead of speaking to you for 45 minutes and not making any money, And I like that a lot. I'm on a mission. I like that a lot. And when you're on a mission, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you can miss. You know? And I like that a lot. Yeah, so yeah. That's the end of this podcast. I think well no. I was born to say. But yeah, it's with people, situations, books, and now that I'm talking about like more of a mission, I'm like, yo, it makes me like put myself higher. Like there's purpose and there's also, yeah, I like that. There's purpose and there's also missions to that purpose. You feel what I'm saying? There's many missions that need to be accomplished, and it needs to be accomplished if you're gonna really grow the way you're supposed to grow. And my mission is making me even see my money different, because it's like, yo, I can't just go spend it. That means spend all my money, because that means my resources are dry for my mission. You know what I'm saying? And I like that a lot. Wow. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. So yeah, and I think, because here's why I say your mission, your money is dictated towards your mission. Like if your mission right now is to make $100,000 for whatever purpose. Maybe the purpose right now, in its basic terms, is financial freedom. You feel me? That's fine. And the purpose behind it is, like secure. So that means I have to help other people do X, Y, and Z, and I help people do X, Y, and Z. You feel me? And from now on, from today on, I'm gonna start delegating my money like according to my mission. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't overly get emotional about how you use your money, because a lot of people misuse their money because they are on a mission, and that means that you have to cut off all things that don't really align with the mission. And you have to be like cutthroat, because it's like you can admit the word you can miss. You feel what I'm saying? Because you distracted by this person, you distracted by that person, or you distracted by this situation, or whatever the procrastination is. Procrastination, whatever. And I think it's extremely important to be like, yo, I'm on a mission, B. And not play about the mission. Yo, don't even play with it, like dead ass. And be like, why you so cutthroat? Because I'm on a mission. Like, it's not even a goal no more, it's a mission. Like, it's like, yo, there are assignments, there's shit I gotta do, there's requirements, there's shit I gotta do. Because I'm on a mission, you feel me? And it's not personal, it's just what it is. And I'm learning that. And I said, you know what? Every time I feel a rejection comes up because I'm on my mission, it's not personal. Real rap. When you on a mission, bro. When you on a mission, bro. Rejection is not. That's crazy. When you on a mission, your rejection is not personal. It's protection. You even think it. You like, all right, go back to the mission. I love this example, right? When I was homeless for the second time, um, when I was homeless for a second time, I was like, yo, my mind didn't escape me because and my mind and my mission was the same. You get what I mean? So because my mind and my mission was the same, like it didn't really matter on the fact that my home situation changed. You feel what I'm saying? So because my home situation, my mind and my mission did not change, um, it didn't really matter if she took it away because I had my power, my mind and my mission. You know what I'm saying? And like, yo, I didn't even bother to take that shit personal because I was like, yo, at the end of the day, um, at the end of the day, um, at the end of the day, who gives a fuck if if my mission is on 1,000? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Like if my mission's on 1,000, like who gives a fuck what you think? You know what I'm saying? And I gotta start. That means income producing activity. That means friendships gotta be different. Like I'm on a mission. You feel me? So it's like, yo, fuck all that other shit. And a man on a mission is like you become unstoppable because it's like, yo, you don't see nothing else, and you willing to. And I like for instance, I think I now leave my 20s like as the time of sacrifice, optional and non-optional. By choice and not by choice. Here's what I mean. In your 20s, you can sacrifice by choice, meaning like you give up certain shit because you know what you want to attain. And most people fail at this, you feel me? You give up what you want to attain because you give up shit that don't bring you closer to what you want to obtain by choice because you know there's no greater time than this. But also there's no choice sacrifice, meaning the loss is the loss is not in your control. And to some extent, you don't want to focus on that because 100% you want to get your lesson from it because you don't want to focus on it because you can't control it. The non-choice sacrifice or the no choice sacrifice, you can't sit there and be like, oh man, what would be a no choice sacrifice? Like, I don't know. What would be a no? Yeah. What would be a no? Yeah. So can I get 2 cheeseburgers?
2 cheeseburgers?
Yeah.
$2.57.
What would be a no choice sacrifice in your 20s? I would say if family dies, if your family kicks you out, what would be a no choice sacrifice? Like you can't control it. Like you lose it and you can't control that you lost it. Your family dies. Let's say your family kicks you out. You get fired from your job. Um, um, let's see. Somebody breaks up with you. Somebody cheats on you. Bad accidents. Bad accidents. What else? What else? What else? What else?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just one more, huh? This one more what? I got 6 orders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it is. Okay.
What else? Yeah, I mean, depending on your life, the non-choices can change, like shit you can't control. You can't afford school, so you gotta drop out. You get pregnant, you have a child, so you don't really have a choice but to sacrifice certain things because you have to provide for a child. There's so many different ones. But it depends on your lifestyle, on your non-choice sacrifice. Your choices about sacrifice could be your family, because they're toxic. Your friends. School can be a choice of sacrifice, meaning you drop out because you're just not for you. A job to chase your dreams. What else? A relationship of any sort, because it's toxic. What else? Your health for your goals. Like, in other words, you're not eating the best because you're chasing your goals. Or you're going after your goals. Your clothes, your choice of clothes, meaning like you're not heavily like, oh, I'm fancy and I'm wearing this Gucci sneaker and this Gucci this and all this. You're not you choose not to wear designer because you're sacrificing your time, your energy, your time towards going out partying, having sex. Keeping your virginity is a choice of sacrifice. That's the sacrifice I'm making. What else? What else? What else is a choice of sacrifice? Spending your money, like I'm doing now, poorly to some extent, where I'm eating outside and shit like that. What else? What else? Like for me, for my personal story with choice of sacrifice, is I quit my job and I went to go after my business, which was the best decision I've ever made. And sacrificing my family because they were toxic, and I even had a friend, and not me personally ask her. She looked. I think we were talking about my mom for being a mother, and she looked at my mother's profile, and she was painting. She pointed. I don't know what she was. I haven't seen my. I don't look at my mother. I don't know that. She had this picture of this of the family. I don't know if they added a family member, like they had one more kid. I don't know. That ain't none of my business. And she know me at that period of my life, and she was like, yo, she was basically trying to indirectly say, yo, you haven't changed. Like, you're not a drug dealer. You're not somebody who's doing bad in the world. You're doing what you wanted to do for yourself. And your mom did this wild shit. And then she trying to paint a picture on social media like she's the best mom in the world. She cares about her family and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I ain't even mad at her. Because is she supposed to stop her life because I stopped fucking with her? No. Because am I going to stop my life? So am I supposed to stop my life? Because she feels away? No. I had the courage to do the things that both my parents did not want to do at my age. Which was be selfish, fuck their family, and do what I want to do. And I even get why my dad called me selfish, because at my age, he had 3 kids. And it would have been a 4th. And he spent 20 years of his life taking care of somebody else. And he couldn't be doing only for self. And I kind of understand why he says, you're selfish. I get it. But I don't give a fuck, because I gotta deal with myself for the rest of my life. Like I keep realizing over and over and over again. That's why I love this mission thing, because I gotta deal with me forever. I don't have to deal with my parents forever. I don't have to deal with my parents 24/7. I don't have to deal with my parents or every day. I don't even have to speak to them. Even if we had we rekindle a relationship, I probably would talk to them once a month or once every 2 months. It ain't necessary. I don't care, and our relationship would never be the same. Like I won't feel no need at all to speak to them on a real level about anything. So for me, it's just like, I ain't gonna sit there and be like, oh, no, I need to speak to you. Like, I don't. I need to heal within myself, grow the fuck up, and go about my life. That's kind of it. And that's it. Like, for real. All that extra shit really don't fucking matter for real. you know, because when you're on your mission, especially because this is my last time on Earth, because I'm on a mission, I can't care about how they feel about me, because at the end of the day, I'm just here to serve my community in the best way that I can, in the way that I want to, and that's it. At the end of the day, and that's the end of this podcast.